Hey guys, my name is Johan and I'm the host of the Blueprint podcast, where once a month we do a video with either some guests or we share some practical tips and hints on how to be a high performing person. And usually what I teach and preach through this podcast are things that I'm actually teaching with my coaching clients or things that I've implemented within myself as well. Over the last couple of weeks, I've had a lot of people reach out to me saying, hey Johan, I've got a bit of depression. Can you please help me out? Can you please give me some guidance and some tools? And truth be told, out of that, we have been coaching a few clients on that basis as well. But I think the first thing is we've got to distinguish what kind of depression are you experiencing. I think there are two different types. So number one, if you're, thinking maybe suicide thoughts or maybe you're just always stuck in bed and you can't function, I would say that it is more the clinical approach. And I would highly recommend that you do go out there and ask for help. I think it's a really good thing to go out and seek professional help from a psychologist and your local GP as well. Don't muck around with real depression. Don't take it for granted. If you're feeling like, you're in constant blue and you're not feeling energetic at all and you're feeling flat and sad, go out there and get some help, because help will help you. Then there's the other side of the coin where I fall into this category quite regularly. If you're a high performing person or a person that has big dreams and desires and you're working hard towards those dreams and desires, you will experience bouts of depression. And I think it doesn't come from a place of being sad or anything like that. I think it's because we set a really high expectation on ourselves. I know for me that when I've got a big goal and I'm breaking through, bit by bit, there are some times where I feel flat and I have thoughts such as, this is really hard, it's difficult and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes you don't really want to go tackle that thing. But what I've really learned is when you're experiencing some sort of depression and you're very entrepreneurial, business minded, I think it is your body and mind telling you that something needs to change. I think it's your body and mind saying, hey, Johan, you know what? It's great that you've got these goals, but maybe you're lacking discipline. Maybe you're not doing this right. Maybe you need to come up with a new idea. And I think it's a way that our body and our mind communicate us to remind us that number one, we're human, but number two, something needs to change to truly attract us and lead us to the goal that we want to go to. And I think where we fall into this trap where when we're feeling a bit like down or we've got the blues, we focus more on the actual symptoms. So let's keep it simple. So when I talk to people, they'll be like, I'm down or I'm not energetic or whatever the case may be. But we don't actually give ourselves that space and grace to say, hey, why am I actually feeling like this right now? What has changed? Or what needs to be changed, if that makes any sense. And I think when we give ourselves that space and gratitude, and we actually can feel our body and we start listening to our thoughts, we start to get a bit of a better picture on why we're feeling this way. And I think that, when I'm coaching a lot of people and we talk about this, a lot of people are scared to slow down and listen to their thoughts. And there are a few reasons why that may happen. Number one is people use it as an excuse why they can't progress. The other thing is we have limiting beliefs about ourselves. So when we're feeling, when we've got the blues or depressed and we start thinking negatively about ourselves, we create this thing called a confirmation bias where we think that our thoughts are correct. And what happens is because we've got these thoughts of self-doubt, not feeling valued or worthy, we think that we're not worthy enough to even go for that goal. And it plays tricks on us as well. And I think number three, a lot of people self-sabotage. So when you're growing, and I'm not just meaning financially, I'm talking about spiritually and, on your mindset when you're in growth stage, when you get to a point and you're trying to go to another level and it's just that bit harder, your body freaks out. Your adrenaline starts to rise, your arousal system starts to play up, and more importantly, you start to feel anxious and maybe even depressed at times. You'll be like, oh my God, it's so hard. But I think all we are just getting told from our body and mind that, hey, this is a new thing and we need to tackle it through. And I can guarantee when you're feeling that way and you find out what the problem is and then you come up with solutions and you tackle it, you'll tend to find that once you get through that path, you will automatically feel better. And just to give you a lot of transparency, I think the last 5-6 weeks has been massive growth within my business, massive growth. But through that, I'm having to make some real different hard decisions. And I've noticed through that process where I've been questioning some of my thoughts, like, hey, because I'm working this hard, I'm not able to maybe catch up with some friends as often as I'd like. Or, hey, on the weekend, I'm having to do some work and it's a bit of uncomfortableness. So what I really do now is when I experience these thoughts and feelings, rather than running away and burying my head in the sand, is I tackle it and I understand that once I'm going to get through it, I'm going to feel a lot better. So if you're feeling like that, what are 3 little things you can actually do right now to help you feel better? Is number 1 is understand that you'll get through it, that these thoughts and feelings are very temporary, okay? Number 2, the other thing you actually want to do is get inspired. So when you feel stuck, you feel down, go out there and read some books. And number 3, the most biggest thing that will help you out when you're going through a challenging time is help other people. And that is the secret sauce to feeling better. When you're helping other people, our biochemistry in our body and our mind changes. We are built to serve and help others. And when you can do that and you can start focusing on others, you start to realize, number 1, how blessed you are. Number 2, you start to feel a lot more productive that you're helping other people. And I think we're all here to help. And maybe just change the way you think. If you've got constant eye problems, like you're constantly saying, I'm tired, I'm bored, I hate my job, I hate my this, I hate my that. Maybe it's because you're selfish and you're thinking about yourself too much. I know it's a bit harsh, but sometimes we need to get real on these things. So the next time you're getting all these I thoughts, start focusing on people who need help. And I just really wanted to make today's episode short, concise, and practical. So again, guys, welcome to the Blueprint. Have an amazing week. And in the next couple of weeks, I'll be dropping another episode. So take care, guys, and catch up soon. God bless.